bigger. They're smaller. Mini Oreo.
Okay, which one's better, 1 or 2?
That would be 2.
Good. Now, better 1 or 2?
That would definitely be 2.
For the same name brand contacts your doctor prescribed for less, call 1-800-LENS-EXPRESS. 1-800-LENS-EXPRESS saves you up to 50% off the retail price of your contacts, plus free shipping on your first order. For contacts to your door for less, call 1-800-LENS-EXPRESS.
Newcomer Cindy Thompson is making her mark on the country music scene with her top 5 debut single, What I Really Meant to Say. Find out about Cindy's new world in this music profile. It's all good in Cindy Thompson's universe right now. My World is at the top 15 on Billboard's country albums chart.
Music is a place for people to go and escape, and it's in our everyday lives. It's at the grocery store, it's on the elevator, it's everywhere we are, and without it, I don't think we could exist. And so I wanted to make an album that someone could possibly buy and feel that way, you know, feel like, wow, you know, this has taken me somewhere I've never been before.
Because she co-wrote 9 of My World's 11 tracks, Cindy feels you really get to know all about her.
There's a lot of different sides of me, like anybody, I guess, you know. I think I'm a lot of fun and outgoing, and I get sad at times, and I get my heart broken, and you know, I get spunky and have some attitude if you mess with me. So it's got every side of me on the album.
Ever since she was 13, the Georgia-born girl has looked up to country singer Trisha Yearwood. Back in July, Cindy opened for her idol in a series of concerts.
She's an amazing person. She's extraordinary. And aside from that, she's one of the best singers around. I mean, emotionally, she gives you everything she has. All I could do was cry when I found out, because, I mean, my goodness, you know. And then I heard that she said that she was proud of me. And that really, you know, she didn't even know me. So I'm thrilled. I am so thrilled.
Thompson felt a whole mess of emotions.
As long as the United States of America is determined and strong, this will not be an age of terror. Grief and anger, we have found our mission, the dark threat of violence from our people and our future. We will rally the world to this cause by our efforts, by our courage. It was given to me by his mom, Arlene, as a proud memorial to her son. It is my reminder of lives that ended.
Some of the world's top chefs.
Brought to you in part by the Pillsbury Complete Cookbook, available wherever books are sold.
Got your Pop-Tarts?
Yeah, got it. Got my toaster strudel? Of course. When are you gonna get your own toaster strudel?
Pillsbury Toaster Strudel. Like Pop-Tarts, only better. Warm, flaky pastry, juicy fruit filling, and do-it-yourself icing.
So, what do you do with all those Pop-Tarts?
Something better just popped up in your grocer's freezer.
Pillsbury Toaster Strudel.
Next time, from Martha's Kitchen, Jean-Georges creates a 4-star dinner.
First, the shrimp with orange dust.
Followed by
rack of lamb dusted with black trumpet mushrooms.
And a chocolate dessert.
From Martha's Kitchen, tomorrow night at 6:30 Eastern.
My mom said she can't believe you were right.
Need a little quiet time? Give them a Quaker Chewy. Wholesome granola now mixed with delicious chunks of Nestle Baby Ruth bars. Chewy stops the chatter.
Hey, nice rock.
My Jeep Grand Cherokee's taking me to the great outdoors.
Good idea. You'll never take that thing off-road. You should get an Isuzu Axiom. It's designed for the real world. 2 suspension modes, 230 horsepower V6 for $1,300 less. Brake lights. And it's got America's longest warranty.
Thanks.
I think I might be pregnant, so I feel very nervous and anxious. I want it to be right. It says I'm not, so that's good. That's what I want right now in my life. You rely on the test for the truth. I want to have several kids, but not right now.
Hi, I'm Boomer Esiason, hosting an event that teams up food and football like never before. Food Network's Full On Football, kicking off Thursday, October 4th.
Hi, I'm Catherine Easley from Aspen, and you're watching the Best of Cooking Schools.
Only on the Food Network.
Este ultimátum es virtualmente una declaración de guerra en contra de los talibán y de Afganistán.
Virtualmente, y la palabra guerra se ha usado por el presidente anteriormente.
Scholarship. You know, there's a whole number of factors as to why parents do it.
How about after cycling or Stairmaster?
It's always sore.
Dr. DiFiore says a good way to avoid injury is to let young athletes set their own goals and their own pace.
After all of his awards, Michael felt it was time to give something back to his fans and acknowledge their part in his astonishing career. Who Is It? Another video from Dangerous. A collage of Michael's greatest video moments was a gift to all his supporters, and notice that he was, now and forever, the video king.
I think with Who Is It, he wanted to remind everybody of just what a big deal Michael Jackson was. Look at all the stuff I've done before.
He really believes in himself, I think, and he's...
Friends premieres October 1st on TBS Superstation.
Braves baseball on the Superstation. Brought to you by Papa John's Pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza. And by Holiday Inn Express. Want to be an expert? Stay at a Holiday Inn Express and stay smart.
Going to the 7th inning, Braves leading at 5-0. That might have been the last inning for Kevin Millwood. He was given
a rebate coupon for Flonase, plus valuable allergy information and the latest Allergy Talk newsletter. For best results, use daily. Side effects are generally mild and may include headache, nosebleed, or sore throat. Call to learn more or ask your doctor. And don't forget to take advantage of the $5 rebate offer. So before you change your life, make an easier change. Ask your doctor about multi-symptom Flonase. When you get it all it takes is Flonase.
Now's the best. Good boy. We deserve a treat for that. Cheesecake.
Down.
Very good.
Up.
Treat yourself to the rich and creamy cheesecake taste of Philadelphia snack bars.
That's really incredible.
They're a little taste of heaven.
Don't make me come up there.
Now chocolate decadence.
When you bite into a York peppermint patty, you might get the sensation you're in a blizzard. York peppermint patty. Get the sensation.
Wait a minute, not on colors.
But look at this stain.
You need Clorox too.
That's me. What Clorox bleach does for whites, I do for colors. Cool. Thanks.
That's my Clorox too.
Clorox 2, the Clorox bleach for colors.
To order great story songs.
Their duffel bags, securing their weapons, and moving out. Marching orders are going out for U.S. forces to join the fight against terrorism. Other U.S. troops are conducting readiness exercises just in case. Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld says deployment order
gets out the toughest spots and odors.
Put your house back in order now that the kids are back to school. Call Stanley Steamer today.
Stanley Steamer. Tough on dirt, gentle on carpet.
Welcome back to Designer's Challenge. It's been several months, and Karen and Dan Richmond's once neglected living room has undergone a major transformation. With a budget of $10,000, the interior design team of...
You just need to brush. Big time. That's why there's Trident gum. Chewing Trident after eating helps fight cavities. Can't brush? Chew on this.
Two Can Play That Game is the #1 comment. Did you smack it? With a Dreamcast that delivers.
That's what I'm talking about.
See it twice. The first time to laugh and the second to take notes.
Keep it real.
Two Can Play That Game. Rated R. Now playing.
All right, we can talk about
some profoundly evil people walking the streets right now. I don't handicap myself with rules.
You ain't no police. That's that fool.
It can't be like this.
I'm the police. King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
You never know. That's the point.
Rated R. Starts October 5th.
At Kmart, our blue lights lower prices every day.
Save a lot of dough at Kmart. Get down polite. Always get down polite.
Get down to Kmart for low prices. That's Blue Light always.
A chunky quarterback moment. Donovan McNabb's mom served him Campbell's chunky beef with country vegetables. Now with more lean beef. Filled up right by beefy chunky soup, Donovan took on beefy linebackers.
Wasn't boring. Boredom is the disease. This is the cure.
Taco salad's so delicious.
Fresh tomatoes,
Onions, lettuce.
got lots of cheese, and chips.
Not a taco salad yet because there's no chili on it.
It's sensational.
This is really good.
Now we need more cheese. Now this is a taco salad.
It's exuberant.
It's really filling.
I've never seen a taco salad anywhere else.
It's like my chili. Party. There's a lot of food.
Wendy's taco salad. Now that's a salad with some meat to it.
Chili is a staff of life.
Remember, Wendy's pickup windows open till midnight, so you can eat great even late.
Punch it in for the win. But when the carnivore cheerleaders put their backfields in motion, the Rice Cake Drive crumbles. The play of the day is brought to you by the $1.99 Ultimate Cheeseburger. 2 monster patties and 3 slices of melting cheese for just $1.99. Eat like a carnivore. Come to Jack in the Box, where we don't make it till a carnivore orders it.
Yes.
What's your crit?
Working on it.
It's her call to action to battle terrorism, and the catastrophe may include job loss for many. The news is next.
This is a News Channel 5 special edition. America on Alert.
Freedom and fear, justice and cruelty have always been at war. And we know that God is not neutral between them. Fellow citizens,
President Bush urges Americans to stand strong and tells terrorists we are coming to get them. Tonight, reaction from St. Louis and from Washington. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. George W. Bush made the most important speech of his presidency and one of the most important in U.S. history.
The message was crystal clear. America will do whatever necessary and go wherever necessary to stop terrorists and those who support them.
and anger to resolution. Whether we bring our enemies to justice
Start by kissing her softly. Slowly remove her clothes. There are 3 ways to sex. I feel like Julia Childs sometimes telling people how to bake a chocolate.
Has been security at our nation's airports.
ABC 30's Tara Wall is here now with more on what Missouri Governor Bob Holden is doing to get people back on airplanes. Tara?
Well, flanked by security and police officials at Lambert Airport today, the governor tried to encourage Missourians that the skies are safe and it's okay to fly. Then he hopped on board a flight to Kansas City.
This is a time where we have to put aside jurisdictional boundaries and work together to deal with the situation at hand.
There are no threats to the St. Louis area that we know of, but nothing's being left unturned to make sure that the public is safe.
Have a good trip, Governor.
So Kansas City bound, the governor flashed ID, walked the metal detector, and boarded a plane to symbolize his trust in airport safety.
I feel very confident that this trip and all other trips will be safe, and I encourage people to, if they've got need to go somewhere and got tickets, to get on the plane and fly.
And he hopes seeing regular folks getting on board will make people more at ease about flying what were the not-so-friendly skies last Tuesday. You feel like security with officials in Kansas City this evening to assess airport safety and security there as well.
Thank you, Tara. As we told you last night, American Airlines plans to eliminate 20,000 jobs. Senator Kit Bond met with CEO Don Carty today and says Carty reassured him the cuts will be proportionate and that TWA employees won't be replaced with American workers. And you'd better pack a lunch if you're flying American or TWA. In an effort to cut costs, the airlines say they'll stop serving meals in coach on most domestic flights and their industry.
While it seems like a trivial loss in light of the human tragedy, the livelihoods of thousands could be at stake. ABC 30's Paul Brown reports.
The impact of the tragedies continues to reach targets that terrorists may not have imagined. Sightseeing and business trips to St. Louis.
Across the board, across the country, hotels are hurting.
Tourism officials are still trying to assess the impact on St. Louis. So far, no conventions here have been canceled, and there is a belief that St. Louis will fare better than most.
St. Louis has a very diverse, strong economy, and that's one of the things that I think is in our favor. There's manufacturing here, there's healthcare here, there are many businesses headquartered here.
The tourism and visitors business is the second largest industry in St. Louis. It brings in more than $2.3 billion a year. And if you use the Arch as any kind of a barometer, so far it's not good news. The number of visitors here has dropped 60% since the attacks. Under the Arch, the museum was almost empty at noon today. There was no waiting for a trip to the top. Normally, 5,000 to 8,000 people a day go through here. 80% are from out of state.
I don't think there's any concern about going in the Arch or the security measures we have there. I don't think that's an issue at all. I think it's basically the issue is that people just aren't traveling now.
And some of the people taking pictures today are accidental tourists. Worries about flying forced this couple to drive from New York to L.A.
I'd love to go up, but man, I'm still shaken, way spooked. I can't even go up. I can't even look at a, tall building. It's weird.
A New Yorker afraid of tall buildings. Everything has changed. In downtown St. Louis, Paul Brown, ABC 30 News.
To offset some of the downturn,
4,000.
Some startling new numbers from Ground Zero in New York City.
It's back into the 80s, so not a bad day all in all tomorrow, and the weekend's looking good. We'll take a look at that coming up.
Okay. Right. Sounds good. Still ahead here on ABC 30 News at 10, police are looking for a suspect in a bank robbery in South St. Louis.
We'll have the details coming up. Plus a major victory tonight for residents of Kimmswick fighting to keep a casino out of their neighborhood.
And the Cardinals go for their 7th win in a row tonight in Pittsburgh. Rick Powers will have the highlights for you later in sports.
You're watching ABC 30 News at 10 with Rick Edlund, Gina Curry, Karen Shipman, and Rick Powers.
I'm Ted Koppel. Coming up on Nightline, the nation is traumatized, the economy is in the tank, and war is on the horizon. How does the president rally the country, preparing Americans for a long campaign?
Dare to compare Mercury at the Mercury Summer Sales Event. There's 0.9 financing on every new 2001 Mercury, including Mercury Sable LS Premium with $14.95 in great no-charge features. Plus, low 0.9 financing or a generous $2,000 cash back. Then click on DareToCompareMercury.com, where Sable LS Premium is over $5,200 less than Camry XLE. So dare to compare Mercury now at your St. Louis area Mercury dealer.
You say you're serious about doing some good news? ABC 30 News at 10 continues, bringing news home.
Police are looking for the person who shot a couple in South St. Louis early this morning. It happened in front of a home at the intersection of South Grand and McDonald. Police tell us a man and a woman were arguing with a third person, and that person shot the man 7 times. He is dead. The woman was shot several times, and she's in critical condition tonight. The FBI is trying to track down a bank robber tonight.
One who hit a bank in South St. Louis in mid-afternoon. The robber struck the Union Planters Bank on South Broadway around 2:40 this afternoon. Witnesses describe him as a white male in his 40s, about 5'9", with a stocky build, brown-gray hair, wearing a blue and white striped shirt and a blue baseball.
Young. Rhodes Furniture opened in 1875, and the celebration continues today. Come in for exceptional savings on styles like this. Enjoy anniversary values on a stunning selection for every room in your home. All this with no monthly payments or interest till 2003. Right now at Rhodes.
It's our anniversary celebration sale.
Always better, always Rhodes.
Let's check with Chief Meteorologist Cindy Pressler in the Weather Center for the latest. Cindy?
We've had our first phase of rain. That came through about 6 o'clock this evening, but now we're looking at a second phase. But check out this video from earlier. We did have roll clouds. That's what these clouds looked like earlier this evening. Very interesting, since we had kind of a band of very light sky and dark sky. They looked very ominous. A lot of lightning with all these thunderstorms, very heavy downpours as well. And then finally a nice Little rainbow popped out after we picked up all that rain. So now let's take a look at our Doppler 5 storm path. The second wave is coming through. We've got very heavy rain in pockets north of St. Louis and southwest. None of these thunderstorms are severe at this point. However, they do contain a lot of lightning, a lot of hail to boot. We've had hail as large as 2 3/4 inches. That across central Missouri. This line is moving to the southeast at 30 to 35 miles per hour. Coming up, I'll have full details on when we think this is going to come to an end tonight, and of course our weekend forecast. I'll have that in just a bit. Karen and Dan?
Thanks, Cindy. Move through Montgomery and Gasconade counties. Also some heavier rain in the northern portions of our viewing area. You see that up around Calhoun and Jersey and Greene County into parts of Macoupin County as well. That's all moving off to the southeast too. Let's put that into motion so you get a sense of where all of this heavy rain will be moving over the next few hours as we continue to deal with this activity. Now, a thunderstorm watch, severe thunderstorm watch, remains in effect until 11 o'clock tonight for these counties in Missouri and Illinois. You can see the eastern and southern extremes of the viewing area not included in this watch. And again, no severe thunderstorms reported in our viewing area, and no warnings have been issued. So that's the important thing, and we really don't anticipate much in the way of severe weather, but there is the risk that we could see some high winds or maybe even some hail out of some of these storms. So passing storms overnight with temperatures in the 60s and southwest winds. Outside we go, off and on rain in St. Louis and a little bit of a breeze as well. All our flags remain at half-mast, of course. 71 degrees now with a south wind at 18 miles per hour and 76% our relative humidity. The high today was 83 and the low this morning was 56. We have picked up a little bit of rain at the airport. We'll try and get that report for you, and there may be some more before midnight. Probably will be. Well, our forecast high for today was 81 and we hit 83, so that means that we get to give away 2 count on Kent umbrellas. Out in the mail they'll go to Judy Brave of Pocahontas, Illinois. So congratulations, Judy. 65 to our north in Chicago right now, and you see that they have some heavy rain moving through northeast Illinois as well, with some flood warnings out up there. And lots more rain, it appears, is going to be moving through Missouri and southern Illinois as well before we get out of the woods here overnight. So as we push this front through, rain through the morning hours, and then we'll see the clearing on the back side. Not a lot cooler, though. Another warm day tomorrow under partly sunny skies by the afternoon hours. And it looks like we will see high temperatures again in the upper 70s to very near 80 degrees. There is some cooler air up there, and it will probably arrive here the first part of next week. So, a chance of a shower in the morning at 63 degrees with a light northwest wind. Looks like 74 by lunchtime, 79 in the afternoon. Note that we have the partly cloudy skies depicted here. And on Saturday, it looks real nice. Sunny, a high near 80 degrees with the official beginning of autumn at 6:05 local time in the morning after a cool start. It's going to feel like autumn first part of next week. Again, a chance for showers and thunderstorms with the next system that moves through on Sunday. We'll be able to zero in on the timing as we get a little closer. But look at those highs and lows on Monday and Tuesday in the 40s for lows and 60s for highs. That, my friend, is autumn.
That's autumn. I almost feel like getting up and having breakfast with you guys at 6:05 to celebrate. And then again,
you should.
And again, I figure, nah, I'll just have dinner with you tomorrow night, as always. Well, there are many different ways, as we have seen over the past week, to help.
With some of those cells, you can see hail is being picked up in this area, but we're also seeing some hail being reported in parts of, moving into Gasconade County, and as I mentioned, right around near the Jefferson City area. And we still have plenty out there, so the next couple of hours, certainly we will be keeping our eye on that. You can see all this moisture is basically pushing off towards the south and east. So I'm looking at all of this basically to pull out of the area by early tomorrow afternoon. So we will have the potential of seeing some spotty showers throughout the morning hours tomorrow. You might want to give yourself a little extra time tomorrow morning if you're heading out early. The morning commute could be a wet one. On a broader scale, you can see that hail seems to be the primary threat associated with these cells. We're also seeing some pretty strong winds associated with it, as well as some heavy downpours, brief heavy downpours. We are seeing rain at Lambert right now. 72 is the current temperature. Dew point temperature is up at 63, and we have a south wind at 15. 82 is the high, 56 the low, and we already have recorded 9/100ths of an inch of rain out at Lambert Field. Temperatures have cooled considerably off to the east and west of us. We're still sitting in the 70s. Here's the setup for us tomorrow. We're waiting for an approaching cool front. It'll begin to start sliding through the area tomorrow. The air mass out ahead of this front is very warm, moist, and unstable, so with the cold air pushing in on it, we could see some thunderstorms throughout the morning hours, but as I mentioned, this will push through By tomorrow afternoon, high pressure will settle in, and we're actually looking at some sunshine by late afternoon. 65 degrees in the morning, 74 by lunchtime. High for the day right around 80 degrees, and here's how we look for the next several days. We're going to stay in the low 80s through Saturday, and then a big cool down, especially overnight. Look at those overnight lows in the upper 40s Monday and Tuesday, first day of
Fall.
Fall, not spring, is on Saturday.
That was a quiz, right?
Yeah.
That was a
What's
quiz.
it called? The autumnal equinox.
Autumnal equinox.
Autumnal equinox.
Autumnal.
It's been a while since we've seen 40s.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, when you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah, the Woody Williams fan club is going crazy tonight. The new Cardinal pitcher, he's a 500 pitcher. He comes to St. Louis, and he's outstanding. Plus, Barry Bonds continues his assault on Mark McGwire. The home run and wild card race after this.
Thunderstorms also moving along that cold front and a center of low pressure. So that is a lifting mechanism. We had warm temperatures today, a little bit cooler, drier air coming in behind it. So therefore, we are looking at storms. Winds coming out of the south right now at 18 miles per hour with showers and thunderstorms, 71 degrees, 71 in Kansas City, and 65 degrees around Des Moines. Lambert reports mostly cloudy skies with light rain, 71, downtown 72, dew point 63 degrees. Pressure is falling. We have a south wind at 18 miles per hour. High today was 83 degrees. That is above average for this time of the year. 9/100ths of an inch. That was as of 7 o'clock tonight. We're picking up a little bit more now, and that's going to extend into early morning. Maybe a shower yet, and then partly sunny skies by the afternoon. 70 to 75 degrees north of St. Louis. A little bit warmer around St. Louis with early morning showers, then partly cloudy skies by the afternoon. And to the south, that rain will hang on just a little bit longer. Temperatures topping out in the upper 70s. Here's your forecast overnight. Thunderstorm watch until 11 o'clock. 65 degrees the low. Tomorrow, early morning showers and high of 78 degrees. Nice and comfortable. And I think you're going to like this forecast too. So we dry out for at least a day. More showers and thunderstorms again by Sunday into Monday morning. And by next week, our temperatures come down into the 60s.
Wow, quite autumnal, I'd say.
Yes.
Thanks, Cindy.
A streak and a surprise tonight for the Cards.
We'll hear from sports director Mike Bush after the break.
Famous Bar's fall sale is going on now. Save 25 to 50% store-wide on fashion, accessories, and much more. Remember to use your extra 20% off bonus coupons for even more savings. Famous Bar's fall sale.
The right choices make all the difference.
Famous Bar's fall sale.
Buick presents the ultimate drive-away. Right now, the 2002 courtesy vehicles, including Buick's all-new Rendezvous, intended for the American Express World Golf Championship, they're available right now with exceptional factory-to-dealer discounts. Or every new 2001 Buick is available with 0% APR financing or closeout cashback offers ranging from $2,000 to $3,500. Hurry to your participating Missouri and Illinois Buick dealer.
You say you're serious about doing some good in the real world.
Act like there's a grain of sand beneath your fingers.
That's correct. Right there. Perfect.
You'll feel almost like an electromagnetic spark between your fingers and their body. Feel the body. Feel the energy.
Okay, Bruce. Now, as you balance your chakras, starting at the first one, okay?
Times that happen.
You saw him. He poured it into
An old jug.
about a cup's worth. I put another cup's worth back in the bottle because you used so little on your. This is going to last forever.
Forever. No matter how big your house is, it just goes on.
How
and on.
often would you have to redo it?
Just as you would normally. You know, if you dust once a week, you do it once a week. If you do it once a month, you do it once a month. But you will find it will also reduce the amount of dusting because it doesn't attract dust.
That's town cars and Continentals to Cadillacs and PT Cruisers. It's all reduced. You'll find prices clearly marked on the windshield so you don't have to haggle. You get first choice before the wholesalers get them. 99 town cars from $15,900. 2001 Grand Ams with single-digit miles from $12,900. Sables and Grand Marquis also $12,900. Hurry to Stivers Lincoln Mercury for pre-owned bargains just east of Clarkson on Manchester Road.
All done, Coach Reeves.
Oh my gosh, man, that's awful.
Poor execution is inexcusable, Coach.
You have to maintain discipline.
Pipe down, Nancy.
It's a Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader this week. You're watching Fox Sports Net.
The Cardinals own the Pirates. They've won the last 9 in Pittsburgh, including tonight 9-1 the final. Mark McGwire homers. Woody Williams, 3-hit ball over 7 innings. That is 7 straight victories for the Redbirds, 10 of their last 11.
Have it any other way, but dinner's not quite done till we add a little fun. Ooh, breadsticks!
Pillsbury bakes them up hot and fresh with Parmesan or garlic. 10 breadsticks all ready for spaghetti.
Now dinner comes alive. Dip in, swirl in, give him a high five. My heart to yours.
Of all the so-called complete box dinners out there, people are really falling for one. New Homestyle Bakes from Banquet. Why? Because we pack everything you need, like tender chicken, savory vegetables, and a golden biscuit topping, all in one box. So in just minutes, you've got a complete real meal. And as any mom will tell you, a complete real meal is worth its weight. New Homestyle Bakes in 8 varieties. It's all you need to pick up.
Space. Commander, can you hear me? The final.
And that's meant changes for the recovery efforts at Ground Zero. Tell that rain begin to wind down. Here's a look again at the current weather map. I want to focus on what's going on up and along that frontal boundary. So we'll focus on the northeast down to the southeast as we go through the next couple of minutes here. And there's a look at the latest radar pinpointing darker greens where some heavier rain is falling right now. We've got some embedded yellows. There's still some thunder and lightning to be found, so still a few thunderstorms. And when you have that convection, you're likely to have maybe some heavier downpours associated with it. So from eastern Pennsylvania stretching down through Baltimore and D.C., you need to watch out for that. All right, there's a look at the latest radar here as we zoom in toward New York City. Look at the bulk of the moisture moving northward now up toward you in Hartford and New Haven and working up through the Berkshires. A break for now in New York City, but remember the front is still off to your west and lots of moisture associated with it. So the threat will still be there for rain as we go through the overnight and right on into the morning. And beyond that point, we think things will dry up, but clouds not likely to break. We're probably going to see quite a few clouds lingering into your Friday. Baltimore down through D.C., we continue to see some showers and some thunderstorms. Some of these looking fairly impressive on the radar. You can see some of the reds here. So watch out for some gusty winds and again some very heavy downpours, frequent cloud to ground lightning. Very dangerous situation to be outdoors or near windows or even on a corded phone. So you want to wrap up that telephone conversation in these regions. And traveling all the way down east of I-95 now as you get into eastern Virginia, you could find again the potential for a few stronger thunderstorms as well. So please watch out for that and keep an eye out in your region. 65 degrees your current reading in New York. You've got 63 in Boston and 68 currently in Philadelphia. As we check on tomorrow's forecast, again, we will find the rain lingering at least for the morning hours into southern New England, and then things will tend to dry up as we go through the afternoon. Case in point, into Boston, we think certainly by mid-afternoon you're going to find cloudy conditions, but drier conditions and temperatures only making it into the upper 60s. So it'll be a coolish day for you behind that frontal boundary. Let's jump down to the southeast now, and we'll again follow that rain line and thunderstorm line all the way down into parts of Georgia and northern Florida. Breaking up here around Raleigh, but as you get down toward Fayetteville, still some rain coming down. Thunderstorms near Columbia or well to the east of Columbia, and also extending into much of southeastern South Carolina. Along Interstate 26, you will find things rocking in just the next half hour or so if these thunderstorms hold together. So more widely scattered as we follow southward along that front, but nevertheless you will find some isolated instances of maybe a quarter to a half inch of rainfall with some of those storms. 71 in Columbia, you've got 69 in Atlanta, and about 81 heading into Miami. Your forecast for tomorrow calls for another warm day in Atlanta, but not too warm. High temperatures right around 83 degrees. So thunderstorms still a possibility here across much of the east, especially from the mid-Atlantic, New York City to the mid-Atlantic down and through the southeast, but pockets of stronger thunderstorms a bit further westward. Here's Carl with details.
And we actually have a couple of disturbances, one now in West Texas and another one now in the Western Lakes and Northern Plains. And there's a front extending from that disturbance all the way through the Central Plains.
Reality for young people as a result of this. This is what you sense in talking to some of your viewers and having them in the audience?
Yeah, definitely. Just because of the numbers, you know, how high the numbers are of the people missing, and, you know, so many people died in that building, innocent civilians, so they're faced with having to understand that, you know, a few people did this to a lot of people, and death was the result. And it wasn't a justice thing or...
Civil school, what I'm trying to do is to involve young people in seeking constructive ways to come up with solutions. One of the things that I'm having them do, for instance, is they're addressing this issue of hatred toward
death. Death is real, but what you have to remember is we're still alive and we're well, and we need to be productive. And what hopefully this will show young people is to not take life for granted. Many times as teenagers you think you're invincible and life is forever and nothing can happen to me. So really start to look at your life. What are your hopes? What are your dreams? And how do you start to go forward in a more positive manner? Because all we keep hearing is hate and anger, and the root of this is we need to flip the script, for lack of a better word. We need to now become more loving. You know, that Tuesday when everybody went home, I'm sure they were making phone calls, there was love, but a week later, are we still loving? Are we still showing that love, you know? Because we're still here. So let's use what we have while we're here and focus on that.
Jay, did you find even with your peer group, Nikki mentioned that sense of invincibility, that you guys sort of dealt with that and just assessing your own lives and to realize that, you know, we're not sure how long we will survive, even if we are young and in our 20s.
Well, I mean, being a black male in, you know what I'm saying, in America, District of Columbia especially, I never felt invincible, you know, because, I mean, you know, getting killed or dying has always been a fact of life, you know, whether it be from the police or be it another brother. So, I mean, you know, that wasn't what we had to get over. What we had to get over was a stranger from another country that we never met, that we never even had beef with, came over here, lived in our country, laid low, you know what I'm saying, and while the police are pulling us over for blaring our stereos and not having our seatbelts on and smoking weed or whatever, these guys are, you know, planning the worst terrorist operation ever and killing thousands of people. So I think that's a testament to where America is messed up, because you know, our government, you know what I'm saying, specifically, they've been looking at black people like in a way like we're the dangerous ones, like we're what's going to mess this country up, and they've been letting all these you know what I'm saying, these people just run free just because they got button-up shirts and because their pants are pulled up and because they don't listen to rap music. They've been letting them run around free like they're all good, and it turned around and bit them. You know
So your anger regarding the terrorist attacks also fueled another kind of anger in terms of discrimination and racism that African Americans, especially African American men, feel.
Yeah, that's right, because let's not get it twisted. When we end up going to war, it's going to be cats like me and my boys in the trench with rifles, you know what I'm saying, aiming at these people that look a lot like me, you know? If they had been on top of their game...
Hungry for more quick meal ideas? HillshireFarm.com. Bring the flavor home.
Hey, look, a tour. Should we do it? Yeah. Okay. Do you need film? No, I'm okay.
New Max Versatility Plus is Kodak's most versatile film ever. It even works in fast action. While other films may blur, you get crystal clear pictures more often with Versatility Plus.
I should have tried your Kodak film. Here you go, honey.
Like this?
Okay, let's get ready.
Yeah. Right here. Move this over here.
That should do it.
Angel Soft. It's softer and 35% thicker than ever before. When it needs to be Angel Soft.
The vowels, presidents who are on the $1 bill, famous titles, ponies, the number 10, and finally foods that end in hamburger.